Alright, it's no secret that anyone who's ever trained with me knows that my whole utilization of all my techniques must be applicable to all street combat situations. In other words, what I'm doing in my training has to correlate and effectively work in a real life situation. Otherwise, I feel that I'm wasting my time. I'm not one of those guys that are heavily into kata, although I believe kata has a purpose. There's no doubt about it, and I'm not disputing it, but for me, my training and all the tools that I use and the drills that I incorporate in my training, it all correlates to street combat, because I feel that I get a lot more cardio, I get a lot more feedback, I get a more realistic energy return from certain applications throughout my training. And I constructed the combat dummy for that exact purpose, because I don't always have someone to train with me. Okay, conflicting work schedules, and there's just so many things going on in life, and we get caught up and very busy. So I needed something that I can practice on when I don't have a training partner to practice on with. So this is where the combat dummy comes in. I just want to explain to you cutting angles and getting your angles of attack down utilizing the combat dummy. We use Chi Sao a lot when we're talking and we're practicing about the art of Wing Chun. Okay? Now, what's important is that this, opposed to a wooden dummy, gives me feedback. It gives me energy. Okay, so we have the yin and yang. In other words, if I push a little here, it comes back a little. If I push a lot, it's going to snap back with a lot of force. Okay, this is a high tension coiled spring, so and it's designed specifically for that reason, because I want to be able to feel like I'm training with somebody. When I'm here and I push down, in real life, there's going to be resistance, and so I need to have that resistance as part of a realistic training regimen for me personally. Okay, so when we're doing Chi Sao, okay, and just briefly talking about hand positionings, okay, when I want to come in here and cut my angles of attack here, if you notice, here's Tan Sao. We have the begging hand or the open hand, okay? How is that important? All right, well, when I'm doing Chi Sao, I'm doing energy drills, and those that don't understand what Chi Sao is or have never practiced Wing Chun, I understand. This is for those guys that do understand what I'm talking about. But even if you never did it, you're going to understand by the end of this video, all right? And I'm going to try to keep it short so I go right to the point. All right, so we're here, and we're doing energy drills, and now I want to make my angle of attack. I want to cut in, okay? So I'm here. That's where opposite, okay, we're in here. Alright, so there's my Chi Sao. I come here, there's my Tan Sao, my begging hand, alright, and I take all my energy and strike in. So 1, 2, 3. Whenever I want, you know. Now, when I want to cut my angles of attack, if you notice, if I come under, I have an eye gouge. From here, I can shoot in with the eye gouge. So I'm here, all right. There's my. I want to come in with a ton. All right. I want to shoot my eye gouges in. Okay. Same thing. 45-degree angle here. 45-degree angle here. Okay. Give the opponent the unfavorable position. Okay. Give yourself the favorable position. You want to offset the opponent that you're fighting. Okay, you want to put them in a position that is so unfavorable that they're off balance and that they're easily surprised, and their angles of attack are no longer going to apply to you because you are out of line. Okay, so using this always constantly as a reference point. If you see guys who practice Wing Chun, even Bruce Lee, they start from this position here and then they go in with something. Okay, just a reference point. It doesn't mean we're going to start a fight like this. Okay. So just understand that. So utilizing tools and all that stuff that you're going to incorporate into your training, just make sure it works in a real life fight, or get a realistic feedback throughout your training to see what's going to work and what doesn't work. Okay, because that's important, because how you practice and how you train, you're going to bring that to the street when the time arises, and you don't want to have your training kind of conflict against that.